That was just a little dramatic. But I actually did stay here the night for the end of day 5. I actually had Kurt stay up in his room and I just kind of chilled here for the evening. It's gonna be time for us to get ready. I think it's like early, like 6 in the morning, so I think the sun just came up. And I'm gonna go change into my white shirt, the last one I have, the only one I have, I should say. So that way I can get ready for the last competition. I did want to get some footage in Vegas here early in the morning, so that way we can kind of showcase, you know, a little bit of Vegas before we actually go to the actual conference itself. Maybe put $1 or $2, like I mentioned earlier, into the machines over here, and you know, just have a little bit of fun. So let's go and first change, because I've been pretty much sleeping in this here on this couch for a couple hours, so I kind of want to change. So now we have our shirt back on and we are gonna go conquer the day. We're waiting for a tweet from Anna to tell us where she is so we can give her that snow globe. If you guys remember, we bought a snow globe in Atlanta. Let me get it out real quick to be like a nice refresher for you guys.
And you can reveal which one we even got.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh man, they like stuffed this real good.
I forgot which one we got.
Ooh, the suspense. Boom! That's the one we ended up getting. So, nice little small one to make it easy for travel. So, that's the globe. So I'm gonna probably keep this in my pocket actually, so that way I can hand it over to her as quickly as possible. So, in order for us to get our badges, I had to give her this, and then once we get those badges, then we can actually head over to the expo, or conferences, I should say, and actually be able to go to hit that finish line. So, this is gonna be pretty exciting stuff. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. I don't know if I'm ready to start running yet. I'm a little tired still, but I think the adrenaline's gonna start kicking in like it did on day 1, where we were up for like 30 plus hours. So let's go ahead and kind of get our morning started here. I think everybody might still be asleep from what I looked at on the map. So yeah, let's conquer this day. What we decided to do, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's some weird noise. That's so weird. That's the fountain, I promise. So, as I mentioned, what we're deciding to do is to kind of be like in the center of the strip, so that way we can kind of go in whichever direction they kind of draw us towards. We're gonna have to use a taxi, of course, because I can't use like Lyft or Uber. But I kind of put myself in a little bit of a challenge, because at this one I actually only have $100 bills from the deposit that I got back from the hotel. So I got to make sure that the cab driver would be willing to break that bill. Otherwise we're going to have a little bit of a hard time getting to where we need to go if it's further away from us. So hopefully it's not too far away and we can just run over there. But if we have to take a cab, fingers crossed that they will be able to break that 100. So they sent us a first hint. I don't know if it's an actual hint or not, but that right there is the Cinque Terre, which is in Italy. And this is Caesar's Palace, which is based off in Italy. They did say that that's not the official hint, so we kind of just decided to creep over here and kind of wait in case this is the right place. So hopefully we're right and get to be able to swap out for our badges first. Tell the camera again. All right, they're at the welcome sign for Vegas, which we were actually there last night. So we weren't correct, but we're a little bit further ahead than everybody else, I think. Go, get this stuff. Where's that guy? Welcome sign, please.
No problem, gentlemen.
Yeah, if you get us there quick, it'll be good. All right. So now we are headed over there in a cab.
Awesome.
Good job, man! Good to see you!
We are going to introduce our next racer, Dennis Truffin. Dennis is the host of True Financial, which is a YouTube channel, and he is Team Cash. Dennis, come on down. All right, Dennis. So we still say to this day that cash is king. Did you feel at any point that you had any challenges, or was it just kind of a breeze?
Yeah, I would say for me personally, the biggest challenge was finding time to get my massage. So,
You and me both, brother.
no, but overall, I think I had a little bit of the same challenges that Brittany had, which was not being able to pre-book a lot of things. So hotels and airline flights were really expensive. And you saw over on the video over there, I actually was able to get somebody to actually help me pre-book a flight. So if it wasn't for that, I'd have to go to the airport, pay a little bit more. But one thing I actually learned throughout this whole journey is that if you're a kind person, if you're nice to other people, usually they will help you out when it comes to either getting that same deal. Because when I went to one of the hotel rooms, they told me that I couldn't get the price online. But when I talked to them, just telling them my story and letting them understand that I can only use cash, they were able to bring that price down to what they did have online, and let me put my full deposit down with cash only. So I still definitely think that cash is king.
And you were able to rent a bike, right? Do you want to share that story?
Well, I didn't actually use cash at all. So,
But a little bit of social currency, I think.
100% social currency. I actually saved a guy from spending money because he was going to put it into a machine that was actually for cars to be able to park somewhere. So I stopped him from spending that money, and then instead helped him learn how to do the bike rental. And then at the end, when I was going to give him the money for the actual rental, he's like, "Don't worry about it. We all had a lot of fun. It's on me." So, I think with the intent of wanting to pay somebody, but then that social aspect of again being kind and being very one-on-one with people, it really goes a long way.
You guys are both personal finance YouTubers. How much money did you guys finish with? Because I know for the US one last year, the winner was Bitcoin, and they finished with more money than when they started.
That's amazing. I finished with about $32.
Nice.
I counted right before I came. I think it was $283 left over. My goal was actually to get about $500 left. So I wanted to spend under $1,000, but still have a lot of fun, because I went on the carriage ride in New York, and I did the pedicabs and the massage and all these other things. So I still got a lot of enjoyment out of my experience. But my whole thing is about, trying to stretch those dollars as best I can.
Downstairs, we had the race to cross the finish line. These guys had to exchange a snow globe from a city they visited for their pass to cross the finish line, and that made a major impact into the positioning. In 5th place, we have Team Czechs. I do want to say it's very cliche, but it was very close, and you're all a winner because it is a cliche, but you
This
guys.
is the United States. Everyone's a winner.
But I think you guys had a serious adventure for the last few days. In fourth place, and there was 4 points in this. In fourth place is Team Card. And in third place, again, very, very close, was Team Cash.
All right, so it's just down between you two now. Crypto and devices. We really are in payments of the future. This is great.
In second place is Team Devices. Which means that the winner of the fifth payments race from New York to Las Vegas is Team Crypto.
All right, so we ended in third place out of 5 people, but it was still a great experience. I had so much fun. I hope you guys actually enjoyed going through this journey with me from New York all the way to Vegas. I definitely had, like I mentioned, a ton of fun, and I actually still have a little bit of money left over too, so I can either go blow it or put it more into some savings. So thank you so much for watching this whole series. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a little bit different than what we normally have on the channel, but I really hope you enjoyed it. This was the end of day 6. I'm going to go to my hotel room that they paid for me and just sit and relax, take a shower, and probably take a little bit of a nap and maybe wake up for dinner or something like that. So thank you so much for watching and have a great day.